Alright, hello everyone. Yes, we have a new looking channel going on here. Kind of redid everything. I felt like the channel needed a new spunk to it, so I changed the name, changed the, I'm going to be doing a lot more gaming, and I'm still going to have the sailing videos in the summertime, you know, with the GoPro camera on the sailboat and everything, but I figured I couldn't just do a sailing channel when my boat's on the hard, you know, all winter long. I don't have enough material, so here we're back in Sailaway in the Volvo Ocean Race, simulating the Volvo Ocean Race, and we've had a few bad days, made a bad decision. It's a learning process for me. If we go look over here, you know, it's offshore racing. It's totally new for me. I've done only one design and club racing. My boat is right around here, and we do a lot of club racing in this area, Rochester Yacht Club as well. I've been on Oswego, and that's about it, I think, yeah. So I race in this area, so it's on Lake Ontario. So it's a lot different than, obviously, sailing in the ocean from Lisbon, Portugal, all the way down to Cape Town, where, you know, looking at weather patterns and trying to study weather patterns and predict the future is a little bit new to me, so we haven't done too well in this race. I'm back here, right here, you can see Deja Vu Racing. So it's paying off for the guys that went way over on the Brazilian coastline. They kind of caught the train, so to speak. They hit this, you know, strong winds, and it pretty much carried them all the way over, and they're probably going to be arriving sometime tomorrow, maybe late tomorrow. I mean, they're flying. They're doing close to 20 knots, some of these guys. And we saw this low air system here, this low wind system, and we decided it wasn't worth pushing that far west. I mean, if you paid attention to my videos from Lisbon, we thought it was a good idea to stay in the middle of the course, pretty much. And I mean, that kind of works out for club racing, and I guess not doesn't really matter too much for offshore racing. But it worked for us all the way down through the doldrums, and then after that there was a huge split, and a whole, you know, half the pack went west, half the pack went east, and I still stayed in the middle, and I think it's kind of paying dividends right now with this low air system here, because I got caught out where I was right on top of it, and this group of guys were already coming down into a higher high air pressure system. And so I had a choice to either go all the way out west or try to go east. And at the time, I thought going east would be the best idea, even though you had to, you know, go into the wind, because it looked like it was a shorter distance. And it didn't pay off. But I'm thinking, looking into the future, this wind shifts. You know, we're heading this way right now. If I put a mark maybe here, we're kind of going that way. But this wind shifts, and that's the shift we're looking for, is going to be able to make us point a little bit more this way, and then once we get up to the coastline, hopefully it doesn't die off like that, we'll be able to head in like this. So hopefully we'll be able to hook into Cape Town, and that makes it so it's not too much of a shift for us where we're ending up going way up here or anything. So we're not going to be in the top 30, I don't think. You know, this majority of boats right here is going to beat us, and the only thing we can hope for is that we can beat some of these guys back here. And we're going to beat these guys up here. These guys are doing pretty bad. I don't know how he's still up here. That's a little weird. There's a guy way back here trailing. But yeah, like I said, it's a learning experience, and I have to get better at looking at the weather. For, you know, long distance planning is what you're really doing. You know, so the next leg we're going from Cape Town, straight Southern Ocean in the roaring 40s, all the way over to Melbourne, and I mean, just look at all these different, you know, patterns and, you know, low pressure systems and this and that, and I got to get better at kind of studying that and finding out which way is the best way to go, because I didn't do that down here, and that's what kind of lost me this race. So we'll see what happens in the next leg, but right now I'm just looking forward to seeing land again. I I don't think we'll be there tomorrow, probably the day after, and that's the next time I'll make a video. I'll try to get on and make a video with or corresponding when we're arriving in Cape Town, because that'd be nice. Hopefully it's during the daylight too. I repainted my boat too. I got bored of it. Don't blame me, I know. I like this though, and I've been thinking about doing this for a while with the yellow paint, naming the boat Yellow Jacket, and black bottom, yellow rudder, got a yellow trim on it. I like this a lot more than the American Eagle layout I had going for the most of this race, and I'll stick with this for a while. I like this. I mean, when you're out here for, what are we on? We're on day 26. You know, I'm gonna be 27 or 28 days is going to take us to finish this race, and you got nothing to look at but your boat. You kind of get bored with it after a while. But I like this. This is kind of nice trim. But yeah, you can see this wind is about to shift over big time for us. We'll be able to point a heck of a lot higher. The sun will be coming up in another hour or two, and yeah, just one less full day of sailing before we arrive in Cape Town. So I'm kind of looking forward to, like I said, getting into shore and having a bit of a break. As today is the first, going into the second here in a little bit. So leg 3 takes off on the 10th of December. It's going to be a really long leg too, all the way over to Australia. So we don't get much of a break, but it's nice to get somewhat of a break, you know, a couple days, kind of recoup and study weather patterns and try to figure out what I was doing wrong all the way down through the, I was with everybody until we got on the other side of the doldrums, on the southern side of the doldrums, and then everybody just took off and I was left behind. And then this slow air system down here really screwed me over. I didn't make a right decision. I mean, like I was explaining on the other radar, was it's kind of, you come down here like this, and then you have no air, but do you take the risk and go around it the long way, or do you go the short way? So, I mean, obviously it made sense to go the short way, but then these guys just caught onto a huge wind system and just, it took them all the way. It caught us up, and they're probably, it's going to be really close between. This band of guys stayed on the African coastline all the way down, and these guys were over in Brazil, and they've caught them up. So it's pretty, you know, just about. I mean, we still have Kevin and Carto, and I think the race might be between these two guys. But I mean, you got X-Ray and Blackborough over here that are gonna catch up most of these guys. So that's something to remember for next time: is look for a huge wind system over off the coast of Brazil that you can catch on to and ride all the way over to Cape Town. And that's something to also look forward to in future legs, especially this next Southern Ocean leg, as far as you know, maybe there's certain patterns you need to be higher up north or maybe farther south with in order to get a jump on the rest of the fleet. I'm not looking for it, and I might not even race this leg. What is that, leg 4? It just doesn't look really fun to me. It's from Melbourne, Australia, all the way up to, they're going up to Hong Kong. And that's a very long leg with a ton of islands and crap in your way, and I just don't think I'll be able to do a leg like that when I'm hardly on the computer. You know, I'm out and about, I'm at work. You know, and I can't be on the computer all the time to make sure my boat doesn't run into anything, so I don't think I'll be doing that leg. But we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll give it a shot. And same thing goes for when they come back from China and Hong Kong down to Auckland. I really want to do that leg, but I don't know, we'll see. And the one I'm looking forward to the most, though, is Auckland, New Zealand over to Brazil. Itajaí, over in this area. Because, you know, you got that crazy Southern Ocean sailing. It's usually cyclone season. And, you know, coming around Cape Horn and everything, I want to be able to see that. I'll probably make it so that I round as close as possible. And then, of course, from Brazil up to Newport. I'll be in Newport, so I'm not sure how I'm going to do that race, unless I bring my computer with me. But it's a pretty big computer to be dragging along with me. We'll see what happens there, though. That's 5 months away, so. But I don't really want to miss out on the Atlantic crossing from Newport up to England. So, but we'll see. It's a very long race, and I'll be happy enough just to get into Cape Town within the next 2 days. And yeah, we're not going to be in the top 30. It doesn't look like, but I'm hoping to be in a decent position because we had a lot of bugs with the game on the first half of the leg that we kind of had to sort out, and I've gotten used to them now. And then after that, we just had some bad decisions, and I didn't have enough time to be on the computer to fix any of those decisions on time. So, I think I lost a day pretty much. A few days ago, I was busy with family stuff, and my boat was going up this way. Like, it's the wrong way. It was going up. I wanted to tack intentionally, but I guess the wind shifted at that time, and instead of coming pretty much straight east, my boat ended up going northeast, and which lost me a ton of time. And I think that's why we're here. Instead, we probably would have been around here. But things happen. I can't get to my computer as quickly as other people. I'm out and about all the time. I get a really busy lifestyle. But I had fun still. And like I said, just looking forward. I'll do one more video when we arrive in Cape Town, and that will be it. And then a bit of a break before leg 3 to Melbourne. So look forward to that stuff, and thank you guys for watching so much. It means a lot to me. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys soon.